It's estimated that more than 115 Americans die every day from an opioid overdose. It's an addiction so powerful that no one is exempt, not even faith leaders.
My wife was pregnant. I was an up-and-coming preacher, had a multicultural church. I was on top of the world. And one day, 2005, bam, my whole world changed. The doctors concluded that I had a bulging disc. So I went into surgery. And when I woke up, I said, I'm in a lot of pain. And the nurse said, just hit the pump and that'll help take your pain away. The day I hit the morphine pump was the day that changed my life forever. I felt like all of my cares were gone. So when I left the hospital, they told me, take these pills and you'll feel better. I didn't go seeking the drugs. They came to me in the form of a white lab coat. One pill every 4 to 6 hours turned into 3, 5, 7, 9. It got up to like 15 to 20 pills a day, and I was doing whatever it took to get the medication. Doctor shopping, buying them off the street. I would go to the emergency room. I paid $1,500 to have an x-ray just to get a 30-day supply of medication. And keep in mind, I was preaching at this time. Somebody say amen. Amen. When I would get up to preach, and I would act like I was coughing like this, and just that quick, I'd put a couple pills in my mouth. When my wife was pregnant, she had a cesarean section, and the doctor prescribed her opioids. So I would substitute the pills out. It was all about me and feeding my addiction. And my wife is in pain from a surgery that she had with our child. And that's when I knew something was wrong. One day, I came home from a speaking engagement and she had left. My kids were gone and I lost my job. Everything that I had worked for was gone. And I knew that if I don't stop, I'm gonna be dead, I'm gonna go to prison. I was literally battling for my life.
Well, Pastor Brandon is joining us today, and number one question, Pastor, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really glad to be here today. I want to thank God because that's the reason why I'm here. I want to thank my family for encouraging me and supporting me through this very difficult journey to recovery. And I'm excited today to say that I've been sober for 9 years.
We want to know how you did it.
How I did it was I had to be true to myself. I would get sober for 2 or 3 days and I would relapse. But finally, one day my son called and said, Dad, when are you coming home? And my approval addiction as a young biracial child, I saw my son and I said, if I don't stop, he's gonna seek approval through drugs, gangs, inappropriate relationships. So I had to be true to myself. To thine own self be true. And that was the day when I picked up the phone and called and asked for help, and the journey to recovery began.
Wow.
So
I
important.
want to say, absolutely. So thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And I do want to ask, because you are the person people go to when they have any type of issue.
Absolutely.
So how hard was it for you to admit to your congregation that you were having this struggle yourself?
Addiction is no respecter of persons, and I was the type that was very image conscious. I had never experienced drugs, cocaine, cannabis, so forth. It wasn't in my house, so I didn't think that it could happen to me.